Hello, everyone. This is the Nameless One, and tonight we are going to be doing Creator Roundup Streamers 2. Before we get started, I would like to remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description for all of the lovely people that we have on for tonight, and as well more on how to support the channel at the end. Now, we'll go ahead and get started. Let's see. To start with, Sunny, you get to introduce yourself first. Tell us who you are, what you do, and let's go with favorite fandom song for the icebreaker.
Oh. All right. Sorry. My name is Sunny. My full name is Sunny Zoomies. I'm an artist. I'm a streamer. I do a lot of stuff in the background, kind of. My favorite fandom song. Ooh, oh my god, that's a hard one. Does this count like fanon and canon?
I mean, fandom song could be anything from like Discord to something from Forever Free Brony.
I think my favorite is either Lullaby for a Princess or a song that Aviators wrote. I can't remember. I think it's called Where I Belong. I think those are my like two top favorite songs from the fandom.
Good choice, good choice. Okay. Next, Tina, your turn.
Hey everyone, I am your pal Tina. I'm a marshmallow that does things on the internet. When I'm not streaming on Twitch, I'm on YouTube where I post shorts and original content. My favorite fandom song, it's got to be The Perfect Pair. You can't go wrong with that song.
Good choice again. Let's see. Hold on just a sec. I gotta remember. Ruby. Okay. I really wanted to call you Rubio for some reason. But Ruby, your turn.
Hi, I'm Rubio. I'm kidding. You're gonna have a lot of dumb jokes from me, but I'm Ruby. I used to stream on Twitch. Now I'm kind of a little. I'm gonna come back on Twitch soon. I swear to God, I will. Just you wait. I don't know when, but I also do. I'm also a 3D artist. I started off with Source Filmmaker, and now I mostly use Blender because Source Filmmaker is ass, and I have lots of fun in Blender. And as for streaming, I done quite a few different games. I usually like Minecraft. I've done some City Skylines, but not recently. And I also streamed with my girlfriend and played Untitled Geese Game. Like probably my most recent stream appearances actually have just been in other people's streams. Like my girlfriend Archfey Anxiety Princess or Anxiety Archfey Princess. Sorry, I got that wrong. My favorite fandom song, I don't know off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna say one that I really like is called Say Maxwell's Part of the Swarm.
Okay.
It's some sort of a rapid dubstep sort of thing.
I think I know which one you're talking. I think I've heard that one, but I'm not entirely certain.
Yeah, I'll just here's the lyrics for that.
Next up, Millennimus. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm Millennius. You can call me Molly. You can call me Faith. Yeah, whatever. I've been making stuff in the fandom for I don't know, since 2013, at least. I used to do a bunch of headcanon videos, game theory stuff, but for ponies and other commentary, and now I just make animations and arts and all that stuff. My favorite fandom song, I honestly don't listen to a lot of fandom songs. It's a lot of EDM and it's just not usually my vibe, but my favorite one would probably be Swing Tavi Swing.
Oh, that was a good
because
one
that
too.
animation just solidified it. But also the guys, Joe Thelo's vocals are just really precious. They're unrefined, and it gives them this really charming like tone to it.
Okay. And is Sus still AFK?
Nah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I am suspicious Pegasus. TTV. I don't need to say TTV out loud. I am a variety streamer over on Twitch, and if you can't find me on Twitch, I'm uploading random shit that I feel like random trash to YouTube, such as my Cruelty Squad speedruns as of late, because I've really just been obsessed with that game. That game has been warming its way into my brain, and we could be here all night talking about it because I love that game. Yeah, I am currently on a. Oh no, no, no! What do I? No. um. Oh, ask me a question. I lost my train of thought.
We needed to know who you are, what you do, and favorite fandom song.
Oh, okay. Who I am? Well, I'm Suspicious Pegasus, obviously. I do stuff on Twitch. I play random video games and stuff that I feel like. I try to be entertaining, and I keep trying to push like the limits of what I could do. Because like I know a lot of streamers are like, "Oh, I do it just for the fun." But I'm like, "Yeah, I do it for the fun, but I also do it just to get better at streaming because I watch a lot of tips and tricks videos, and I'm like actually just wanting to improve the stream quality all the time. I mostly play shooters. Yeah. Especially the so-called quote boomer shooters, end quote. Basically old school style shooters or shooters that are throwback shooters, so they have older gameplay mechanics like no regenerating health, item pickups. A lot of the maps are like key card hunts, like basically the older formulas of shooters from the 90s and the early 2000s. Favorite fandom song? Ooh, I've been in this fandom since I was at least 12, maybe even longer. I honestly forgot because the memory gods have taken away my memory orbs. They're just gone. I don't know where they are. Human Resources says that they might be in the swamps of Gavada, but I don't know where the fuck that is, so I can't find them. Anyways, what I can remember, Rainbow Factory was pretty dope, but so were a lot of other songs. Living Tombstone songs, Brony Dance Party songs, those were all great. Oh my goodness. No! I can't pick a favorite. They're all precious. They're all like bits of history. Um Yeah, I honestly cannot choose a favorite. I honestly love a lot of dubstep and stuff. Let me see. What's a song I've been listening to lately in the fan? I mean, recently a friend introduced me to Prince Whatever, so like his remake of Hypa Hypa. I'm gonna just say that's my favorite song, but I don't really have a favorite.
One of these days, I will have him on this podcast. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I actually fit into this category. So, hello. If you don't know who I am, I'm the nameless one. Surprisingly enough, Millennimus and I share a starting route, I guess would be a word for it. I actually did also start with theories, so I've always done D&D streams. Recently branched out into the podcasts and my shenanigans series that I kind of do on and off, which is Friday Gaming. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop into it we're going to do the usual first questions, although I think creative process doesn't quite fit streamers so well. But we're going to
Yeah. I need to get I don't have a consistent schedule yet. Also, I forgot to mention. I just remembered I'm also an artist, and I draw and I write, but I'm pretty insecure about that part. So I really want to get better at that.
But let's go ahead and start off with the first question. So this is one I ask all of the creators that make it on here. So for those of you that have been in creating for a little while, you probably get this all the time, but what is your biggest piece of advice to new creators? And as a second part to that, what is something that you really wish somebody had told you before you got started? And I think we're actually going to start with Melanimus.
Sure. So I guess honestly the best piece of advice is kind of don't start on the big stuff. I ran a YouTube network for a while, and I had all kinds of creators who would come to me, and they would come to me looking to fund like some sort of project or whatever. And it's always these guys who they have heart. They want to get into like creating stuff, but like their first project is, I want to make a movie. I want to make a 26 episode series. And the best piece of advice I can give you is don't make something really small. It's going to be probably bad, but then you'll make another thing. You'll learn a lot from the first one. You'll make another thing, and it probably won't be super great either, but just keep on making small stuff, building skills, building talents, getting better and better, and eventually you'll mess around and realize that you can go ahead and actually start making potentially a show or a movie or anything like that. And the thing that I wish people would tell me in the beginning is to sell out more, a lot more. Sponsors are great. Money isn't everything, but it sure does help creative processes. I think help. I would hire on a lot more people to help with things, and I always enjoyed keeping money within the fandom. To say, finding if I had a job that needed to be done, finding someone within the fandom and being able to pay them to promote their creativity within the fandom was always really fun to just see talent prosper within the fandom.
Oh yeah, that I agree with that one wholeheartedly. As somebody who has commissioned many art pieces and music for my D&D streams. Was that all you wanted to say?
Oh yeah, that's it. But yeah.
Okay, Sunny, your turn.
Oh, piece of advice, and what was the other?
Something you
Part,
really
I
wish
guess?
somebody had told you beforehand.
Oh, so first, my advice would be to give yourself patience with a lot of this, especially if you're trying to get into like streaming. Give yourself a lot of patience and a lot of time, and know that I think I said this last time I was on this, but know that you do not, and it. Ooh, excuse me. Know that you're not gonna have the special tools right away for like streaming or whatever, and you won't have like all the shiny things. Don't rush yourself getting the shiny stuff. For the thing that I wish I would have known is the time consumption that it took and the motivation. A lot of time that I would have to put into streaming and balancing it out with a busy schedule. I wish someone would have told me how much time that I would need to put into it.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that question.
Sus.
Um, um, what? Oh no. Um, what was the question?
So we need the answer to like your biggest piece of advice to a new creator and the one thing that you wish somebody had told you before you started.
Where the location of the Fountain of Youth is. Okay. No. I have like 5 different jokes queued up in my brain right now, but I'm trying to give a serious response, I swear. Yeah, being patient, just keeping at it and just never giving up. Essentially the United States Marine Corps mindset of too dumb to quit. You just bang your head against the wall until something clicks. And then you go to the hospital to get brain surgery because you messed up your brain. Okay, that was supposed to be funny. I think I messed up the
Yeah,
joke.
I don't think Americans can afford to do that.
Okay, that one hurt.
No.
I'm an American. What the heck, man?
No,
No.
the healthcare thing, like.
Oh, dude, I
yeah.
could break out a million Noif jokes about England right now, but let's keep things simple.
It's okay. I'm Australian. I can join in.
Oh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just,
Did I get clocked as a Brit again?
I think you did.
Americans and Australians teaming up to dunk on the Aussies.
We
Kangaroos
are
are just
so
deer.
sorry.
Kangaroos are just deer that had to go to prison. Okay.
We are so sorry for our European watchers.
We
Yeah, we know. That's okay. They have like they have like Turf Island as their neighbor. I'm pretty sure they're used to tomfoolery and nonsense.
tomfoolery. You, sir, have been sentenced to let me read the royal list of punishments.
Okay, so you didn't answer the question as far as I could tell?
Okay. Well, I did, yeah, but I didn't answer as much as I need to. Okay, so yeah, being too dumb to quit, ignoring your brain that says, no, you're not gonna make it. You should stop now. Like, just it's really hard. It's not easy. Well, not even consistency, but just keeping at it because, I mean, I still don't get as many, like, chatters or whatever, that I want. And, like, the thing is, though, is I have a lot more chatters than I used to, and I have a lot more viewers than I used to. So, and I'm really thankful for every single follow and every single viewer that I get and whatnot. And I just love it when I have like a whole huge clown car of chatters just rush in and be like, "Hi, sus." I'm like, "Yes, please talk to me." Also, there's a lot of LJ from Stream Scheme is a good channel for Twitch advice. There's a bunch of YouTube videos and stuff out there that are very helpful resources that could probably give you a lot more advice than I could, but where I got to, I'm almost at 200 followers. I never actually thought I'd make it that far. Yeah. So you just got to keep doing it. You just kind of got to keep putting in the hours. You got to find ways to make engaging content because it's not just making content; it's making engaging content. And yeah, it does. It's kind of lame, but at the same time, you got to find ways to make your content fun. It's like, oh, the audience didn't laugh at that joke. Noted. We gotta try something else. You gotta always be willing to try new things, and you always gotta be willing to just bang your head against the wall until like some followers get printed out or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And I talk too much.
Tina.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this. So yeah, I've been doing YouTube for almost a whole decade now. Whole decade now. Excuse me. I'm not fluent in English, but yeah, I started doing YouTube back in 2016, and I know how rough it is for small creators to get to where they should be because it's not going to be easy like starting out. But just give it time, give it some patience. As Sus pointed out, it's going to take a lot of time and patience, and you don't have to be as consistent, but it is crucial for any kind of growth. I myself have been uploading on Shorts a lot recently, and I've seen that growth for myself. As a matter of fact, as of right now, I am approaching 20,000 subscribers, and that's through being consistent with YouTube Shorts. So my biggest advice, start out with Shorts, be creative with them, and see where they go. And if your audience likes them enough, definitely try to switch over to long-form content. And as for something someone should have told me a long time ago, it's that, like, you don't need to beat yourself up if a video doesn't do well. Like, if you posted something like a week ago and it's like a 10 out of 10, you don't need to beat yourself over it. It happens. And just make something that the audience will laugh at and appreciate and be like your one-hit wonder, and then just like make more relating to that style of content.
Okay. Ruby?
Hi. So like, advice for new content creators and what I wish I was told when I started out. All right. So, well, my advice for new content creators, for people, like, because everyone else has given a good advice, but I think what I think is most important is, if you're starting out and creating new content, is to focus on something that you enjoy doing, and just every now and then check if you actually are enjoying yourself, doing this thing, and not just going for just check if you're still enjoying it, and if it doesn't, or if it started to feel like some sort of office grind or whatnot. Because, like, if you're not enjoying yourself, if you're not enjoying your work, if you're not enjoying what you put out, it does kind of show at some point. And even if it doesn't, like, you're not having fun, you're going to burn out more easily, and you're going to wear yourself out more if you don't enjoy what you do. So, like, just that's probably one of the most. That's probably near the top there. The priority is just to make sure it's something that you enjoy doing and that you feel good doing. It's like, more than most, whatever content you create, whatever art you create, whatever you do, so make sure that's something you enjoy doing. Because, like, you can make it you can make it the best, you can make it big, and like, I mean, you gotta put it. I mean, sure, like, sometimes you just gotta put in the work, and just, like, for the behind the scenes, you just gotta get it done. You gotta get the job done. But, like, ultimately, in the end, if you look back and you're not really happy with it, then, but, like, that's fine. You can try something else. Like, don't. This isn't meant to, like, discourage anyone if they're just not having fun with whatever they're doing. It's just to make sure that yeah, like, sometimes you could just burn out really quickly if you end up turning what you enjoy just into a job, into work. Now, for some people, if they just enjoy work, then that's fine. But for me, I've actually not streamed in a while because it's gotten a bit stressful. So personally, I just see streaming as more of a hobby anyway. But, like, I mean, you might not. You might want to see it as a career. So obviously, just have at it more. Just keep working at it. And as for what I wish I was told when I probably first started, not just streaming, but just any kind of content creating, like, stuff, is that now, there's going to be there's going to be plenty of people out there that have good advice, or they can provide good criticism. There's also going to be plenty of people out there on the internet who are huge assholes. So, yeah, like, just so, like, it really and sometimes they really will just rip into you. Sometimes they might just rip into you, tear into you sometimes for something that is just like, sometimes it's not even your fault, or sometimes maybe it is, maybe you screwed up, but they're really making it like it's the end of the world. And, like, sometimes people will spot a mistake or something that you genuinely did wrong, but then they'll use it to just try and just completely end your online presence, which is just not fair at all. And, like, in the end, just in the end, if it's too much, just don't feel bad about blocking. Like literally just like if so, like just blocking early, blocking often. People that are really just either tearing into you or are really just rude and not nice. Like you can't please everyone, and the sooner you learn that, like the sooner I wish I learned that sooner, and the sooner you learn that, I think a better time you will have.
I
That's pretty much
100%
it.
agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially like caring about other people's opinions. Like, sure, care about like the feedback that your viewers are definitely giving you, but also you can't please everyone, and
Yeah.
don't try to please everyone. Make sure that
Yeah, like-
you are doing this for your own enjoyment, and other people will enjoy it just as much as you do because of your
Yeah.
passion.
Yeah, that is definitely one I can relate to with that. With I've had people like that will love my videos, and then I have people that will scream at me in the comments because I had a call to action in the beginning of the video.
There's so many fucking losers out there. There's people that will hate you for just having a pony profile picture, and there's people that are like, it's been 10 years, blah blah blah. Why do bronies still exist? A bunch of man babies,
Oh.
blah blah blah. Yeah, those people.
I always tell people that like, as long as you're not hurting anybody, be yourself, man.
Yeah,
do what you want to do. Because like,
as long as you're not,
as long as you're not hurting anybody and not being like, anything illegal, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, even then,
I know there's several infamous bronies in the analysis community. That actually, no, let's not. Let's talk about that later.
Yeah, no, I mean we don't need to get too controversial about that, but no, but like on that note, even if you run into people and they're not outright ripping into you, if they're just being hateful or vicious, even if it's not towards you, if it's just towards other people, even if you think they deserve it, that's more trouble than they're worth. They're more trouble than they're worth keeping around.
Yeah. So actually, speaking of, oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish that thought, please.
But Sas, I already finished the thought. What do I say next? No, you go. Sorry.
Okay. It reminds me of this Fallout Equestria writing server I'm in, and every time I would like post an idea or like post a story or something, there were one of them got banned, but there was like these two people that were always just seeking to start fights with everyone else in the community. And one of them would always chime in with some kind of sarcastic remark or, "Oh, this is terrible."
You can't please everybody.
Yeah, you can't, and that's one thing, because I forgot to say earlier, things that I wish people would have told me. That's one of the things I wish people would have told me years ago, because I've been spending so much time trying to please other people, and it's actually been, like, actively hurting me quite a bit.
Is that all you had, Ruby?
Well, yeah, more or less.
Okay. So, I actually have some things too, being a fellow streamer and all. One of my biggest pieces of advice for new creators is make friends. Especially make friends in the space with which you are wanting to do content creation, because there's nowhere better to ask advice than people that are doing the same thing as you. Because some of them, no matter how long they've been doing it, may have information that you don't. And collabs are also a really great way to like get your name out there. I still have people coming to my channel to this day from videos of Sawtooths.
Oh, Sawtooth, yeah, that guy. I'm subscribed to him, but I don't remember the last video I watched since I've been subscribed.
And I wanted to add on to what Nameless said about the friends. Don't be afraid of people. Like, that's kind of like another big setback for a lot of people, like a lot of new streamers. Don't be afraid of people, because people are scary, I would know.
Yeah. One of the biggest things that I see being a problem in both YouTubers and Twitch streamers and YouTube streamers is that they see big numbers and they go, I can't talk to that person. Bullshit. Talk to that person. They're just people too. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to talk to somebody. And who knows? If they're like me, then they're going to talk to you like a regular person. I will say, big piece of advice: don't come at them. I want to collab first. At least,
yeah, I think I've done that, unfortunately. And the thing about collabs is you got to really make sure, like, don't do what I did, because I've had a couple people collab with me, and it ended up not ending very well, unfortunately.
yeah. If you are reaching out to collab with someone, the best thing to do is to bring to the table the idea first, and be like, I think this would be really fun. I would like to do this with you, kind of thing. But don't push your don't be the one guy that shows up every week to ask them the same question if they say no, or if they're not willing to do it, just take that and do what you will.
Also,
Yeah.
good point. Also, boundaries. So
Boundaries, yeah, definitely.
one
Yeah,
one person really honestly didn't want to collab with me, but every time there's been people that I've asked in the past, hey, you want to do a collab? And they're like, sure, but I didn't sense that something was wrong until it was too late.
Yeah. But
How
yeah.
so?
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Ruby.
No, I said I was asking Sus, how so?
Oh, I thought I.
There's a couple individuals that I collabed with several times, but then I didn't catch on to like some social cues because of my perpetual autism, but it turns out that person wasn't very comfortable with me, and it took a couple months. They never said anything really, or at least they didn't say it in a way that was clear as day. And so, yeah, I'm still kind of sad about that.
It's been a long and hard journey for me too with that sort of thing. I'd like to say I'm mostly functional nowadays. It's just there's been a few times I've either missed cues or done something like just completely dumb because being autistic is hard.
I have such bad rejection sensitivity or sensitive dysphoria.
Yeah.
It's so awful. So I don't interact as much because I'm like, oh no, what if I do something wrong?
Welcome to Sunny to this podcast. Let's spill all of our mental insecurities.
I was gonna say, Sonny, you and me are in the same boat. I'm highly insecure of my own like things that I say or do. I'm always anxious about things I say and do. I'm like, what if something goes wrong?
So is it me having robot problems, or is that?
No,
is that me?
Are we having? No, I'm getting a people saying a bit robotic to me too.
You're getting robotic. No, he's rising.
I think it's Discord at this point.
So it's happened to everybody.
This is not fun.
Skype is coming back online.
Oh
my god.
Discord is having just like a mental breakdown over here, apparently.
I can't do this. I'm going away.
Holy smokes.
If you restart the call, I might clear up.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try real quick.
Yeah, I'm rejoining.
Let's see, hold on, we get technical difficulties. I'm just gonna fat finger the keyboard for the stage. There we go. Let's try this again.
Technical difficulties. We're back.
Oh my god!
Hey, I can hear people.
There we go. Okay.
And I don't sound like
There we
Oh,
go.
I don't sound like
we're breaking
I don't-
down.
I don't sound like a I don't I don't sound like
You
a
wanna-
fucked up bender.
Yeah.
If you want to like, yeah, if you want to like, trim this part out when you post the VOD. That'd be
No,
fine.
no. It'd be 10 times funnier if we kept it in.
Okay.
Something I also wanted to mention when Nameless was talking about the friends thing. The way that I met Nameless was literally me joining a call in like the one Discord server and just started being like the most goofiest person ever. And it was really funny when Nameless was like, "Oh, what's up?"
Speaking of social situations, you talked about your rejection sensitivity. I also have very severe rejection sensitivity. It's not fun in the slightest.
No.
It's horrible. I honestly I wish I could describe how awful it is to other people, but yeah, I tried to tell one friend that this I tried to tell one friend that RSD is a thing, and he's like, "No, it's not. It's just because mommy and daddy didn't reject them enough or said no to them." I'm like, just thinking, like, I didn't say anything to him. I'm just like, okay.
I would block someone just over that. Like, there's no need to be that much of a dick.
Oh, same.
Like, yeah, just it's one of those. Well,
Yeah, that's
the
kinda
type,
crazy.
yeah, no, the type of is like, oh, you don't have that, you don't have mental illnesses. Your parents just didn't beat you enough, and I'm like,
What?
keep that up. I'm gonna beat you right now. Let's go.
I'm sorry that I didn't go through child abuse.
But yeah,
Um,
another thing
Jesus.
I wanted to add about
You did not turn out fine.
another thing I wanted to add about Sunny's rejection like sensitivities. I have that as well, even though it's not as bad. But another thing I do have in terms of like social cues is like I don't really know what things I say or do, like how they affect other people. Sometimes like the things I do say and do like set off some triggers that I'm not aware of. So it's like I need to be reminded every like few minutes like what triggers some people and what doesn't.
Yeah, and I've so many relationships have just been completely fucking ruined because there was nobody to catch me when I was stumbling like a drunken moron at 2 a.m. in the morning.
And then the other thing about Nameless talking about friends and stuff, the reason that I met Derps was because he was also a Twitch streamer and I could give him like advice on how to grow on Twitch and YouTube and stuff, and we've been dating ever since.
Oh no, my razor blades!
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for making friends within the spaces that you do creation with. It's actually between Twitch Trot and the Creator Hub. There's many other places as well. Those are just the two that I know of because I run one of them. But yeah, just occasionally putting yourself out there and like trying to talk to new people that do things similar to what you do. Not only does it also give you the ability to like collab with newer or more established creators, but it'll also give you the ability to like be able to like set up, like, for example, like I've had commissions that I did with not only Forever Free Brony, but the Blue Brony for music for my D&D streams, and I was able to contact them mostly because of the time that I spent in the Creator Hub.
Oh my goodness. Oh wait, therapy. Get like if therapy, from what I understand, is awesome.
The other thing, the thing that I wish somebody had told me before I started was that apparently summer is not great for streaming. Apparently, I was told that things like subathons do not do well in the summer. Would have been lovely before I did a summer subathon.
Wait, they
Yeah.
don't? Huh.
It's because like mainly everyone's like busy and like going on vacations and stuff like that, and then in the winter everyone's kind of like cooped up and it's kind of like quarantine.
Oh,
in winter.
speaking of vacation, I'm actually going to a convention here next month.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next question. For
Oh wait, I could talk hours about.
For the
I wanted to say some more things about things I wish I knew.
for now, we're gonna move on to the next question.
All right.
I'm gonna let Meliminis go first because Meliminis has been sitting in a corner quietly there. Hardest thing about doing Twitch streaming, whether it's I've had answers like pushing the button to interaction with audiences, whatever is most difficult for you.
That's a good question. Honestly, my streams are a little bit different. I mean, I used to do YouTube full time. That used to just be my main job. Now it's just kind of an outlet for all my creative stuff. Really, it's the fact that I have like 50 million different things from my TTS. That's all coded by me to the AIs to all the other stuff. Something always breaks, it goes wrong. As a dev, I love fixing it, but those are hours. Then there's the contracts for stuff like I used to love the contract aspect, the meetings, whatever with X brand or doing those deals. I find now it's really tedious and it's really hard to commit to that same kind of regimen, especially while working like a normal 9 to 5 and whatnot. So like recently I had to deal with another streaming platform. I had to stream X amount of hours of just Fortnite. It was honestly difficult. It wasn't a long amount of time. I think it was something like 80 hours a week, something like that I had a stream. They were paying me exceedingly well, but it's really stressful to come home, have 20 minutes, have to stream until like 12, uh, go to bed, wake up in like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, go back to work, come home for another 20 minutes. Like every day, you just have these 20-minute little blocks. That's all you get to yourself. So it's just it's kind of more the business aspect, and then just making sure your stream runs smoothly. Those are always the hardest things. There's always a glitch, and there's time is valuable the older you get.
Okay. Tina, your turn.
I'll definitely say the hardest thing about streaming, not just on YouTube, but also on Twitch, is keeping with your audience, because not everyone is going to enjoy the same things you enjoy. Like sometimes you have to cater to your audience's interests and likes. So for my streams, I usually play anything from like Roblox Arsenal because I'm kind of good at the game, to like cozy games like Minecraft, and sometimes I do community games. But the hardest thing that I've learned as a streamer and as a content creator in general is keeping with the audience's interests, because not everyone is going to want the same stream like over and over again. Like not everyone's going to want an Arsenal stream, not everyone's going to want a Minecraft stream like every day for like an entire month. There's got to be some sort of like schedule or something different every once in a while to keep your audience like focused and like glued to your stream, even if it's for like an hour or two. Just the hardest thing that I've learned in that like time span of streaming is just like keeping to their interests, because again, not everyone's gonna like the same thing you like.
Okay. Ruby.
What was the question again? Sorry.
The hardest part for you about streaming.
I think for me, just having just like sometimes I'll set myself up for 4-hour streams or whatnot, and sometimes I struggle to kind of keep going with that. Like it's not every time, but sometimes sometimes for me the hardest thing is just trying to keep the stream going, or trying to keep talking, keeping active, and keeping the stream interesting. Like sometimes I'm not too interested in that because again, it's just a hobby for me. But I still don't want the stream to just totally bomb and for no one to enjoy it. So just trying to interact, and just trying to keep talking, and keep interacting with chat, and so and instead of just playing silently and forgetting to speak. Like that's probably something I'd struggle the most with, because like all the other stuff I can get the ball rolling, and then when I'm in it, it's just, I guess, trying to keep going. I don't want to run. I don't want to run out of things to talk about. Sometimes I end up doing that, and like not everything I can think of is okay to talk about on Twitch. Like just like, for example, just either explicit or inappropriate stuff. Obviously, I'm not gonna bring it up, but and there's
Okay.
but like
Sus. Sus AFK?
Oh, my mic has been muty.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say that I agree with was it Ruby speaking last?
Yeah, that was Ruby.
Yeah, there's things I always want to talk about that aren't always the most appropriate in that setting, especially in like private calls and stuff, but also on Twitch. Yeah. Um oh no, the question. No, it was on the edge of my brain, but the memory orbs got stolen again. Can I get a refresher, please?
The question was the hardest thing for you about streaming.
Hardest thing. Well, one is talking about inappropriate stuff. Another is slapping my sticky note to try to remember. Notes. Yeah, notes. Taking notes, planning out content before stream. Making sure technical stuff before I go live is ready. Oh, constantly talking, because that's one of the tips I remember from those videos I was watching, is you got to be constantly talking on Twitch, but not in the blah blah blah, I'm doing this, like you got to say what you're doing like in the game, or you got to say what you're thinking, but there's a difference between engaging and not engaging, if that makes sense. So and I feel miserably at this, but so inappropriate subjects that are not safe for TOS. Keeping the conversation going and bouncing the ball back between me and chat. Also, just the long stretches of no chatters at all. Just lurkers. I love the lurkers, but I also wish I could get more non-lurkers at the same time. Like, to all my lurkers, I love you all.
Do you speak it?
But it's like, yeah, getting chatters in is really hard. Getting people engaged is really hard. Another thing. Oh, giving up. Yeah, like thinking, oh man, my stream isn't going so good. I'm having a terrible time, or something bad happens to you at work, like Janice forgets to refill the water on the coffee machine, or somebody forgets to like turn in some paperwork, and then that reflects onto you, and you bring that energy to the stream, and it's not fun, and sometimes it's hard to not talk. Like, the stream isn't your therapist, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, but like, yeah.
I would say fortunately, given the internet's track record.
Yeah, I don't know if I want Chad being my therapist. I have to tell Chad I'm not their therapist. I hear their problems and I hear their drama that goes on in their life. Man, I definitely am not taking life advice from Chad.
Oh yeah, I know. I love making chat feel better. Another hard thing is when the chat is a ghost town. It makes me a little uneasy, a little upset. Also the fucking bots. Yeah, I don't have many active mods right now, actually. Because all the mods, I haven't been very good at choosing mods in the past, unfortunately. But yeah, getting people to like, it keeps making me wheeze. Yeah, it does. You should. Yeah, bots, fucking bots. People with with naked people in their profile pictures showing up and saying inappropriate things, which my auto mod thankfully caught. And I told them, "Hey, knock it off." And then they didn't. And then and so I had to ban them, unfortunately. So it kind of hurts banning people.
I mean, they were probably bots. They probably weren't even just real people. They wouldn't have even understood the word no. Yeah.
That reminds me. One time I was playing Helldivers 2, and some people in the game got mad at me and called me the R word and like got upset with me and were team killing me. And eventually I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Team kill both of them. Leave. They show up to my stream when I get into another game, call me the R word, and like start trashing me. I honestly have fun with them and just like start laughing at them. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? This is so pathetic. Go away now. And so my mods banned them, of course.
Okay. Sunny, it's your turn.
Okay. What was the first part of the question? I know it was the hardest thing, correct?
Yeah, that was the whole question.
Okay, I thought it was two-parter, sorry.
That was the previous question.
Oh, that's right. Ugh. The hardest part for me, at least, I think, in streaming is the burnout and the engagement, like a lot of others said here. I try to reach I struggle with trying to reach out to my audience, like when I'm announcing when like I'm announcing a stream or something, like, you know how people post on their Twitter, they'll be like, oh, here's my stream schedule. I'm bad at scheduling and engagement regarding social media, not necessarily within the stream, because I talk to my chatters a lot. And the burnout, like, for example, the insecurity with, like, you know, oh, I'm not doing well, I should give up. That's not a big of a problem, but just mainly just the time and just going and going and going and then feeling super tired and then having a real life and on like just having a real life on top of that. So I think those are my two top very difficult things.
Okay. So I'm going to answer this one as well because, you know, it's my podcast. I've actually got a few different ones depending on which stream we're talking about. For like the gaming streams, I have issues with like I will just sit there and play games and leave the stream running and then not say anything for like half of it. I've got plenty of like 18 plus hour streams that are just like I'm doing things in games, nobody's there, so I just don't say anything. With the D&D ones, that one's interesting because I always get people wanting to interact on those. Normally from YouTube, when YouTube is not just screeching in the background incomprehensibly. But YouTube chat always seems to be the ones that are like, oh, we want to be part of this. So I gotta find like a balance on like what I can acknowledge and what I don't acknowledge because of you know, I'm supposed to be running a D&D game. That it's kind of difficult to acknowledge things when you're doing something like that. And then for like the podcasts, honestly, the hardest part is corralling all of the guests. It's like trying to scoop water with a fork sometimes. So yeah, there's that. But next question I think we'll do is let's do something a little more recent, a little more pertinent to the past couple weeks actually. What is y'all's opinion of the new Twitch knock system or whatever they're calling it? The thing where you can like I guess interrupt other people's streams is the general vibe that I keep hearing from people. And we'll start with Tina.
I honestly don't really get this new feature. I only learned about it when a friend told me about it, and I don't have a personal opinion on it. I just never got the chance to try it. I do feel like if given any circumstances it gets abused, they might remove it or like make changes to it. But I honestly don't have anything to say on it. I got nothing.
Can we get a
Okay.
quick rundown on what it is? I have no clue what the knock system is.
So basically, they added a system where you can, if you see somebody else that you want to, like, for example, collab with, you can knock on their stream to try and get them to let you like join in with them to collab. I think it's like an attempt to push the stream together mechanic that they had set up, which is a glorified Discord chat. But based off of like what I've seen, it's mainly just like you knock on people that are you allow. You can set it to it was partners, affiliates, anyone, or favorites, which you can like favorite channels that you allow to knock.
It just seems really inefficient. It just
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing a lot of.
like, why wouldn't you just be in a Discord call?
Yeah, I think that's why they probably auto opted everybody into it.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's auto opt-in. Yeah, you know what service is great when you have to silently force every user into the program.
Yeah, that yeah.
Oh, we love Twitch.
Ruby, you got any opinions on it?
I think, well, my first opinion is in the form of a question, which is, where is the setting? I'm actively looking to...
You can add it as a panel for your...
No, this knocking thing, how do I disable it? Like...
Basically, you just have to set it to, like, only favorites can knock. Because, like,
Is there no off?
There is no off.
That's not... okay, that's not... Well, okay, well then how do I do that then?
The way that I did it is you go to the stream managers, add the panel, and then just set it so that only favorites can knock. Because otherwise, just about anybody with the other three categories can knock at any time.
Wait, you have to add a panel with that setting, and then...
That's the only way I found that you could actually do it. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, so my first opinion on this is that did they even talk to a real fucking person before introducing this? Because I swear it feels like just a bunch of executives thinking, oh, I see people are interested in insert feature here. We should introduce insert feature here into our service, and then they talk to they don't actually talk to any actual real streamers, just market researchers and other, I don't know, insert corporate job title I don't care about here, and then at the end, then they're just introducing, like, okay, we'll just opt everyone in automatically. That's easier, right? And then because that's easier because it's too hard for me to think. And then we're stuck with it, and then it turns out, if they do the knock-on thing, it automatically turns your webcam on. And I honestly, I've had enough of being subjected to American tech bro run fast and break thing bullshit.
Oh, I know now I know what you're talking about. I've seen that shit all over Twitter. It was like I saw a thread of like how to turn your Twitch camera off or whatever in your settings.
I didn't know it turned on the camera.
Like, yeah, apparently it automatically turns on the camera if you don't have a certain setting in your PC settings. Like it's in your PC settings, like your webcam settings, not through like Twitch or OBS or anything, which is actually crazy. They really should have like turned like a turn off setting because a lot of people don't really like this from what I'm getting. I've never seen it.
When did it go live?
Sorry. Oh, I know you said not to interact with chat, but I will dead name Twitter until the day I die.
Oh yeah, it's always going to be Twitter.
But nobody calls it X.
But no, but anyway, yeah, it's just like this is why people tape over their webcams. it's not actual
Yeah.
paranoia. It's not
It's-
like paranoia or anything.
Nobody
it'd
wants
be-
to be watched.
Yeah, and it's just it's an actual thing. Like there's probably other weird things that sound like conspiracy theories, but this one actually isn't one. It's actually
Yeah, because I saw it on like a post or something where you had to have the like PC webcam settings like in your Windows settings turned off, like block it for Twitch. And or like your webcam would come on if like that kind of thing would happen. And I thought it was wild. That's why I have my camera like I don't tape my camera over, but I have it like pointed on at the wall or something. Like I have it in a corner right now.
Just so people know, it's probably actually your browser settings. So your browser does have the privacy control settings. So if you granted
Mhm.
Twitch the privacy right to use your webcam or microphone at any time, then it can probably turn it on if your settings are set to allow without prompt. Otherwise, you shouldn't. It's going to prompt, at least in Chrome, Edge, and I assume Firefox as well. But yeah, still, it seems like a pretty big oversight. That's why I was asking, like, when did it come into effect? Because there's no. As soon as it became a feature, everyone's gonna be like, "This is the dumbest thing ever."
It's only been around for like a week or two at most. I found out about it earlier this week, and people were already yelling about it. So
It's lasted longer just from
Yeah.
hearing about it than I would have assumed.
I've seen
I have
it
yeah.
in like
I have a
Discord servers and stuff. Sorry.
No, yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. Sorry. No, I have a friend, Cloud Hop, and I wish I could bring him on stream and just hear him rant about this for like half hour because honestly, just because that would be really cathartic. Whatever that word is.
Isn't it like
It's
invading like your privacy too? Like isn't that like borderline illegal or something?
I
It wouldn't
think
be illegal because technically,
like that's nothing new for like that's nothing new for corporate executives.
I would also point out that there's probably something in their TOS that nobody actually ever reads that
Yeah.
allows them to be able to do that.
Because
You
it could
signed
also
up
be
for a
considered
trial.
Probably.
To
it
Twitch
could also
Turbo.
be considered as like spying or some shit.
Sus, did you have anything you wanted to weigh in with this topic before we go to the next question?
A lot, yeah. Actually, as a VTuber, this is very concerning because I have to use my webcam to stream.
Yeah, me
Fuck
too.
whoever thought this was a good idea. Fuck their family. Fuck everything. This is a terrible idea, and I just think it's a shitty idea for like so many goddamn reasons. I have an entire list like in the back of a dump truck that like fills up the entire bucket on that dump truck about why this is a bad idea.
Yeah, I didn't even think about VTubers. That'd be pretty bad for them.
Oh yeah, no, this is the worst for
Yeah, I'm so
VTubers. Like,
excited.
especially VTubers who really want to keep their IRL self completely anonymous.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly why. Another thing is what if somebody wants to use this feature and I make the mistake of saying yes, and like what if like trolls use this to show up to some random streamer stream and get them canceled by saying some really not nice stuff that's really not cash money.
Yeah, I mean, if it's auto set to be that affiliates can do it, that's a really low bar.
Mine was set auto for anybody. It wasn't even
Like,
affiliates, it was anybody.
Honestly, like unless like even then, like I would still be very suspicious. But like if some like huge pony streamer was like, "Hey, let's collab," I'll be like, I'll probably just say no. But you could message me on Discord because I would honestly, because I'm like very spontaneous as a person. But when it comes to Twitch streams, especially collabs, I like to have everything planned in advance. So just kind of having this forced on me to do a collab with somebody that I haven't really gotten to know very well is very bad. And that's how some of the previous collabs ended up getting really fucked up on my channel.
Corporates
So this is bad
try
for
not
so
to
many.
ruin artists, and content creator challenge
Impossible.
impossible. 3 a.m. challenge. Like, what the fuck?
Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
No, seriously. Like, what are these corporates thinking of? Like, and you could like dox like VTubers and shit. Like, it's actually crazy. Because like, yeah, like, the VTubers are gonna get really hurt by this because it's. Why does it have to turn your camera on? Like, why does it just? Why can't it just be like somebody joins your stream and then you just can kick them out if you don't want them there? Because that's like that would make more sense.
No?
That is.
You can't even say no. Like I thought it was like you get a notification that says.
No, I have no idea how it works. I've never like even seen how it works or even looked at it. I just heard about it. But like
this is so.
I know that it's probably tied to the stream together thing, which is basically just a glorified Discord call. Seems like that. It seems like a way to try and push the stream together, because stream together is basically just like get off of Discord, do it on Twitch. We sound way worse.
Yeah, but like, why does it have to turn on your camera? Like, that's cringe.
That
because
sounds like
these
it's more
corporate executive-
an accidental thing, maybe.
These corporate executive shitstones do not live in the real world. That's
They
what we gotta keep in
probably.
mind.
I think it may also have something to do with the fact that they're seeing like massive names, like say Moist Critical or
XQC.
yeah, where they're all sitting in front of their cameras all day. So they're like, oh, they all sit in front of their cameras, right? Not even remembering the fact that there's an entire multi-million-dollar industry behind VTubing.
Yeah, that's kind of weird because a lot of their like not just like faced creators, there's a lot of popular like really big faceless creators too, which is actually very crazy to think about. And like, why didn't they think of them? Because of course, like anime VTubers, men or whatever, like me, like big hot anime girl, make a lot of money. like come on. Like, we all know Twitch, they want to make as much money off of these freaking cringe lords as possible. So like, why would you hurt that business?
Yeah, this feature's got me really worried about the future of VTubing and the future of Twitch so much that I am like double dipping right now. I have 2 pouches in.
Well, honestly, this is going to be
so
what makes you nervous about Twitch. The thing that should make you nervous about Twitch is that they haven't turned a profit since their conception, and they are only afloat because of Twitch Primes, which have been floated around and being gotten rid of by Amazon. So,
oh no,
if Twitch
yeah,
Primes are gone,
yeah.
there's really no reason.
there's got to be a way where because like I'm gonna like defend the corpos here a little bit. I understand the need for money and especially the need to like put in a profit, because it's like if you don't get a profit, what's the incentive of doing it, right? But there needs to be a way where we can like where both of our agendas can align, like, and not just be opposed to each other, because turning a profit and having fun entertaining people stream on Twitch don't have to be like opposed like they are right now. I feel like there's a much better way to like do this that we're not thinking of or we're not doing right now, where everybody wins.
It's just really hard. Streaming in general, streaming service, it's kind of like the joke of the fastest way to become a millionaire is to be a billionaire and buy an airport. Bandwidth is really expensive. A single person streaming 1080p, 30 FPS to like an average audience of like a couple of people, I mean, that's costing Twitch like $6,000 right there. And
For real?
Twitch, yeah, the bandwidth costs are enormous. The Twitch doesn't have a deal either with Amazon regarding their AWS servers. They get the same deal that Kick gets, that Rumble, all the other people get. There's no special thing. So Twitch is paying the same amount of money, and the only thing that is keeping them afloat is the Twitch Primes.
I mean,
Alright,
honestly,
guys,
they're
boycott Twitch Prime.
Yeah, you think Amazon would be nice to maybe cut a deal with themselves.
I was about to
Amazon
say,
does
cut a deal
not
with
care.
themselves.
No, I keep thinking towards like the VTubers because let's be honest here, we all know that Twitch really favors women, like women creators, especially
really
the 18
important.
plus side of it. Like, why would you hurt that business? Especially because a lot of the anime VTubers, they're also women, and a lot of the people who give them money are like these degenerate people that have a lot of money.
Oh no!
Like,
I'm not even gonna use the D word here. I mean, but like, I'd say simps.
yeah,
Is nice.
simps.
Well,
That's
that's
I'm
what
not-
standard
I'm
on Twitch
saying.
too, remember?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
not
seen.
I'm not saying we have to be nice to them, but also just maybe let's just move away from just calling other people that entirely. I'd say simps, but yeah, no, it's very profitable. Hell, even I'm even I'm taking that into consideration when getting my VTuber model, which I am getting soon, which I'm working on. But yeah,
Also, Twitch
yeah,
doesn't
like it's
actually
just
really favor when it comes to. They do favor, women creators. Usually, they get a lot more leeway. Certain ones, as long as you're one of their favorites.
Yeah.
VTubers, it seems, kind of get shafted in that. I don't know, for whatever reason. You would think Twitch would be a bunch of nerds that would just love anime, so they see an anime waifu, you think they would give them special treatment, but apparently not. It just seems like they don't really get as many. Every week I see some
Crazy.
new VTuber talking about my outfit got me suspended, and then they'll show like someone wearing like either the same exact thing or having like way more revealing stuff, not getting suspended or getting a
Oh my
hour
god.
ban, something like that.
That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
like-
Twitch is just a mess, dude.
It's like girl in overalls. Ban her. Girl wearing a G-string. Nah, she can stay.
Nah, she good. Like, what?
I mean,
Sometimes it does feel like it's the difference between whether or not they're real. Because the animated ones I've noticed get banned more often. But like, there was this whole rash of like nearly naked streamers for a while.
Yeah.
Well,
Also-
the
Yeah,
artistic
like in the hot
nudity.
tubs.
Remember
It's
the
hard.
artistic nudity
Oh,
meta
God.
that lasted for I think 4 days?
Oh boy.
Jeez, so
They allowed you to be nude on stream in an artistic nature, and it was immediately
Abused.
Like,
Yeah.
like, it was-
Yeah.
yeah. How
was
so
to the
again? I
point-
lost track.
it-
People would just put it as their thing and then just, get naked on stream. Like,
yeah,
it was
the
nothing.
body painting without the pasties. There were just a bunch of different things. Like, if you read their statement, it sounds like they give a logical thing. They're like, we shouldn't be shaming certain artistic expression. They
BRB.
bring up women breastfeeding on stream, and these are all make sense. But this is the internet, and this is Twitch, and you should know your platform, and you should know
Yeah.
it's going to be immediately not used for
Abused.
anything like that.
Yeah, especially with the moniker sex sells. Yeah, it's not. It's going to go horribly. That's a good
We
way to
love
become the
Twitch.
next OnlyFans.
We love Twitch, guys.
Yeah, that's.
The only reason why I still use Twitch is because because I don't YouTube too hard for me to use.
Oh yeah, YouTube is a different kind of beast. I don't want to worry about whether or not my stream or whatever is made for kids.
Oh my
See,
god,
honestly,
I hate
that's-
YouTube.
That's not the hard part. It's when somebody plays music in the background of somebody else's background, and then it picks up like a fraction of a second of that and says that that's copyright.
Copyright.
Oh yeah. Or what about
Which is
What about,
obviously
like-
more lenient on that, I think.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's your stream gets taken down for suspected copyright on YouTube. So
See,
if they
as-
think your
Crazy.
thing might be violating, they'll take it down, which is always annoying.
See, for me on Twitch, like it just mutes the copyrighted audio, and that's I prefer that to now this like massive corporation that you didn't know existed until just now has all of your money.
Yeah.
All
I actually
50
still
cents of it.
They implemented a bunch of things to try to protect against this and copyright trolls and stuff, where they were like, okay, during your money goes into an escrow account while we while the claim is decided, which could take up to 30 days. I had to do that a lot, especially being a pony creator. I'm sure a lot of people can relate in this call. I still have, from maybe like 2017, I have more than 6 figures in an escrow account with YouTube that still has not been paid to me to this day. I've just, the money's just never gotten to me. I have no idea how to actually get it because they never just released it to my network. So
I don't know if I could.
And YouTube has just been sitting on their ass, hoping you go away. That is disgusting.
It's just I have
honestly,
a full house in just an escrow account.
No, but like, honestly, if I could, I would help you just basically beat YouTube over the head until money falls out.
Yeah. Also, the Made for Kids stuff I haven't had to deal with too much. I do kind of push back on this a little bit because people give YouTube a lot of shit for this, and I always want to remind people Made for Kids was not a YouTube thing.
No,
that
it's
from
copper.
the
It was
FCC.
copper. It was like the United States imposing law on the global internet, which
Well, it
pisses me
is
off.
because YouTube is American.
It's American
company,
based.
their headquarters. They YouTube fought that for a very long time. They paid the largest fines in the FTC history, millions and millions of dollars. They spent millions and millions on arbitration. This was the only thing that they accepted. They also they told them they didn't. It was the first time I had ever heard someone getting such a harsh sentence, and then the judge saying, or the ruling body saying, we actually don't have the remedy for you that we want you to do. We just want you to come up with something, and then we'll tell you if it's good enough. So it was a very the whole situation is fucked.
And to be honest, it's really not that hard to avoid it, or at least in my experience. It may just be because I look like some sort of edgy demon horse, but I've never had issues avoiding COPPA.
I could just swear like a sailor, and if they say that's made for kids, I'm going to be like, okay, you really think I'm made for kids? You just that's cute. No.
Wait.
Yeah, you and me both, Ruby. I could swear like a sailor all I want and say the most out of pocket things, but if I get if I get made for kids because of what I do, I'm gonna start screaming.
Yeah.
I'll just challenge that. I'm just going to be more and more inappropriate if they start doing that. It'd be like, okay. But yeah, no, that's why.
Made for Kids just starts being more inappropriate.
That kind of reminds me of
Made for kids now.
There's 2 animators that I've seen. One is in the fandom, Double W Brothers, and they have like an outro where it's like animations for fucking everyone, and then I forget. I think it's Cass Vanderpool. Every animation he does just about now involves like towards the beginning, end, or middle, or somewhere in there, somebody gets their brains blown out with a shotgun in a way to
Lord.
Oh yeah, you see that?
Yeah, I've seen
the
that.
thing is that doesn't work because I also see this. I've seen like people like Minty Rude and other people mention this, and maybe this is just me coming from the business side of YouTube, especially back in the day. Made for kids does not mean suitable for kids. So when the arbitration is when it's labeled as made for kids, it's that it's made with the intention to garner views from kids or uses content that kids would be more likely to click on. So something that also got this would be the candy flavored vapes got this because they're candy flavor, even though it's like, oh, I'm an adult, I just like these fruity flavors and stuff, and they're like, nope, it can cater too much to kids. So it's not appropriate for kids, it's made for kids. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people forget or don't know.
I would argue, though, that not everything that looks like it might be made for kids is actually made for kids, because Smile HD and Cupcakes HD both exist.
I was waiting to talk
No,
about
yeah, I
that.
did though, but
I was
suitable
waiting to
for
bring that up.
kids. That's
well,
like
I think-
suitability, not made for. So again, candy flavored vapes, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We're not advertising the kids or anything like that, but you know, it's still
even-
going to garner it. Or the pregnant Elsa videos. Take that for example, right?
Oh God, those
Not
content farms are the
Elsagate. Not
worst.
Elsagate.
No,
We are not getting into
I didn't even know
Elsagate.
that existed.
Faith, I
Bottom
need
it.
you to understand the Elsa content farms were the most abysmal ways of farming content. Like,
millions and millions of dollars.
And now-
individually.
Lord.
and now it's being repeated with media like the Amazing Digital Circus and other similar forms of
No.
media, and it's terrible. It's
And
terrible
with
that
AI, it's even easier.
Okay, no,
I don't-
Really hard to
I-
describe.
look, I will. Okay, I will not. I'm not going to have you. Look, I've seen the the first Amazing Digital Circus. So I don't want you slandering it by comparing it to Elsa Gate. I mean, it's probably
The
not that.
stuff around
No,
it.
no. I'm saying the content farms are like the
They're-
farms that we saw
so-
many years ago with Frozen.
What they're
Yeah, they're
talking
kinda
about,
using the same
Ruby,
concept.
is
Oh.
they're copycats. The content farm will copy stuff like that. I've seen a
right.
lot from what's that
Oh, you
game?
mean like
Huggy
copycats of
Wuggy.
Amazing Digital Circus?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
they'll take the
Alright.
characters, they'll put it
My
in
bad.
like some AI generated like script, have poorly 3D animated
Right.
thing,
Oh.
and it's like Jack's like I don't know, doing something inappropriate with some other character.
You're gonna have to DM me some examples. My morbid curiosity is
I
acting
don't
up
want
again.
my search history to have
Yeah,
No.
no.
I
You
don't-
can have
I-
that searcher.
No, you're
I'm dying of
curiosity, I need you
cringe.
to-
Please.
Some
Private
sacrifices
browsing.
have to be made.
But separate browser, private browsing, DuckDuckGo. I don't care. Just let me
DuckDuckGo.
on this shit.
Incognito is your best friend for a reason.
Oh my god, we're gonna see like pregnant Pomni pictures. Oh
No! Those are already out there.
I think we're just gonna move on to a new question now.
Let's
'cause
go to a new question.
I think this is derailed a little too far.
Next question.
Next
question.
I
How
didn't
would
get
you-
to say much, so.
Next question. What is your favorite Elsa Gate?
Let's not. Let's
Oh
not.
man.
So
I don't even know what the original question was at this point. Please.
We had already went over it. It was just the
yeah, we were just
other thing.
talking. Yeah.
So next question we're gonna do is what got you started as streamers? Like what made you decide to be a streamer? And let's let Tina go.
Oh, what first got me into streaming was the fact that I met my boyfriend in 2020 when we were all on lockdown and stuff, and he was streaming like Warzone at the time. I'd seen a few clips of him, and like we got closer with every conversation we had, and we eventually started dating. And ever since then, we've been collabing in streams every so often, and we even have our own YouTube channel called the Fluff Hive, where we're kind of like the discount variant of the Game Grumps, just playing games and having a blast talking about random shit. And so that's how I got started with streaming, was because someone that I'm dating first got into streaming, and then I kind of followed in their footsteps.
Okay. Ruby.
I'd say I probably started streaming after my girlfriend did. So it's probably just a bit of a chain reaction from, my girlfriend getting into some queer VTuber phone groups, getting into streaming, kind of switching from a mostly brony online personality to a more D&D based VTuber brand, where she does streams from she does streams from like a lost library in some sort of in interdimensional thing outside all universes. So, but no, when she started streaming, it was just Anxiety Princess, and I started streaming soon afterwards because I want a piece of that cake. And I think from the get-go, when I started streaming, I was like, okay, I hear about how some people struggle to make money on Twitch unless you're like really, really big, and I'm not going to make any illusion of I'm not going to make any illusion of me making it big on Twitch anytime soon, because this probably fits into previous questions. But yeah, like it's not going to be instant. It's going to be a long time if you're on Twitch before you make it big. So when I started streaming, I was like, okay, this is just a pure hobby. I don't want to rely on this for income because that's not going to be stable. So I'll just keep it as a hobby for now. So I just stream casually every now and then. That's why I don't even have a consistent schedule half the time. But yeah, what got me into streaming was my girlfriend, who was then got into streaming by some new VTuber friends. So honestly, it's a bit of a chain reaction. But like, if the TLDR, the reason I'm streaming is because my girlfriend came out as trans.
Oh,
And that's awesome.
There's some few steps in between. There's some few steps in between, but yeah.
TDLR.
Congratulations.
Millenniums.
Space-based. Sure. So I mean, I've been doing YouTube for like ever. In fact, only recently did I ever get a job outside of doing YouTube. I started when I was a kid doing Call of Duty. I started one of the biggest sniping teams before FaZe even. FaZe actually came around. We still had more subs than them at the time. We had like 20,000. Some of those guys still follow me on my original Twitter even because we were all playing together. I did that for a very long time just because I liked video games. I liked being competitive. I love sniping. I eventually got burned out of that and I stopped doing gaming and stuff. I think I got a pizza job working underneath the table because I was still I think I was like 13, something like that, 13 or 14. I realized that sucked. And I found ponies sometime around then. I just started making like commentary videos about ponies and doing that. And then the money started coming in. I'm not going to lie. It was truly disgusting the amount that I started grossing, and a real job sucked. So I continued to make pony stuff and then anime stuff and then Steven Universe stuff. And I was really enjoying the business aspect, sitting in on meetings. I met some incredible creators and cartoonists. The fact I at one point met like some of my idols in the animation industry and stuff, and that was incredibly cool. And I just kind of kept on going until I got burned out again, and then I stopped, and now I do a normal job.
Okay. Sus. You're muted again. DFK?
I think Sus went AFK. Oh.
It's okay. No, that's me. That's me.
Yeah, it looks like Sus is AFK.
It's a little sus.
Suspicious Pegasus is suspicious.
Okay, Sonny, you get to go next.
Oh, yay. What was the original question again? I forgot.
What got you into streaming?
Oh, okay. There's a lot, but Markiplier. I'm gonna be honest. Markiplier and his group. I loved watching them when I was younger, and they were so nostalgic for me. And then I saw VTubers, and then I met Phoenix Redtail and No Name and all of them. And then I met Tina, and then I met a few other streamers, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna stream because I like streaming. And then I got myself a VTuber model from Ninny, and then I was like, oh yeah, let's go. So now I stream. Very inconsistently though, because I just as Ruby, I also do it as a hobby.
Okay. And is Sus back?
Yeah, I'm here. I was in the bathroom, but I still have my headphones on because I use Bluetooth headphones.
Bathroom
So
stream.
what? No. Oh well, then we're going to use the soap, and we're going to use the Himalayan bath salt. Cost me $1,000 per bottle facial scrub.
And the Ruby Espandale bathwater, right? Buy it now
Yeah,
from Nova.
gotta hydrate with the gamer girl.
Guys, please buy the Berry Bomb bathwater. Please, please. I need income, please.
That got me thinking. If I were to ever get partnered with like Gamer Subs or like any other
No.
energy drink company, I want to have my flavor be called Gamer Beauty's bathwater. I'm not even kidding.
They already have like a bathwater flavor. The gamer subs, I don't even all their names, like some of the art on the bottle is cool, but like I have no idea what these flavors are supposed to be. Like the waifu whatever or the gamer fart. Like
Gamer fart is strawberry and kiwi. It's
Why
like
is
Strawberry and
there
lime.
flavor?
It's strawberry and lime. And
But
then
yeah, there's dinosaurs holding avocados on the front. But yeah, it was about what I was getting in the street, right? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like when you're having a drink, like your taste, obviously, your taste is responsible for the taste, of course, and the smell of the drink also kind of colors the taste, but also your perception of the drink actually does play a significant part in how the drink tastes for you as well. Like so literally the brand, like say if you're drinking something from the can, the branding on the can that you read, that you look at, and it makes you think about things, and that actually does play a part in how you in how the drink feels and tastes when you consume it. Like that's an actual that is an actual thing. Like I mean, Coca-Cola lost a lot of money on something called New Coke specifically because of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, or the drinking milk out
So
of
they had to go back to
Coke.
classic Coke.
Oh my god.
Excuse me.
I think
that's an
the
actual
taste
thing.
is responsible for seeing, actually.
Excuse me. So what got me into streaming? Well, to be honest, a lot of stuff. I mean, I kind of grew up with the whole like cupcakes and Smile HD and like all the brony content. And then I saw VTubers, and I didn't think much of them like back in like 2017 because I was still in high school and shit. And then 2020 comes around, the beer starts infecting everybody with the desire to drink it. And then and then I found I found a couple like content creators I forgot existed, and I started following them on Twitch. And I started watching them on Twitch. Inverted Shadow and this one lady, really nice girl. Definitely check her out. Shamelessly plugging her, yes, because she's great. Pagan Pixie. But yeah, VTubing. I saw these VTubers running around. I was like, oh my god, I want in on that. I want the live 2D. That's so awesome. Partly because I could stay anonymous and not have to show my ugly ass face. Well, my now slightly less ugly face because of my skincare routine. But I feel like my heart's gonna explode right now. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, good, my magic spell's working.
Oh no! Stop!
I'm kidding.
What did I do to you?
Yes.
Did I take my medication? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So yeah, then I was kind of like streaming, going at it, and then I got raided by Phoenix Redtail, and then I got raided by a bunch of other pony streamers. Really, I wish there were some things I would have done differently, though. Not gonna lie. But that's besides the point. Basically, then I found Twitch Trot, and then I found Funny Joe, subscribed to Joe. And like, oh yeah, Pashy was one of them. She rated me. Then Gingrit Spark, and then eventually I reached affiliate. And yeah, I mean, honestly, this community and like all the pony communities is what kept me in, because there's been several times when I wanted to quit streaming. But once I got my VTuber model, that was like when I was really, really invested into it, because it was $120, right? But that's still quite a bit. At least for me at the time, because I didn't have a job.
Okay.
gamer subs flavor. I'm sorry, I really have to talk about that. Okay, so if I had a gamer subs flavor, I think it'd be called Overheat or like Javina's Heat or something. Since she's a robot, or like no, more specifically a combat cyborg. But I would love to do a sponsorship with Liquid Death.
Sponsorships? We're talking about sponsorships?
I guess so. We're
We were-
deviating
we were-
from
We were talking about gamer subs.
yeah.
Oh,
Like getting
I didn't even
because-
I didn't realize.
Because one of their new flavors, courtesy of Moist Critical, is called Goof Juice. I've been really wanting to try it.
Oh, I tried gamer subs. That stuff is like cocaine.
I
Like it will whack you.
I did not. I got a back when I actually had viewers and stuff. I got a deal with what the fuck was it? Gamma Labs and stuff, and they send you a care package as part of like the testing phase and stuff. It was so bad, dude. I couldn't.
Oh my
No
God.
matter what they were gonna pay or anything like that, it was just awful. I
mean-
felt bad pushing that.
Yeah,
I mean, funny thing is, so my character's name is Berry Bomb, and my one friend showed me this. I can't remember what it was. It was like a drink, like an energy drink, and it was called Berry Bombin'. It was like an official drink, but it wasn't related to my character at all. But I thought it was hilarious. I can't remember what it was.
So one thing about gamer subs is if they approached me, I honestly wouldn't know how to react because on one hand, I actually like some of their stuff, but I don't really drink caffeine that much anymore. And the couple times I had it, it made me feel like really high. But like, it was nice, but it wasn't also like it was like, oh boy, it kind of made me uncomfortable because it gave me another panic attack. But yeah, that stuff is really powerful. Even the decaf version, you're not safe. You will be jolted awake after drinking it. Like, holy shit. But also, I've heard some stuff about them where people are like, dude, Gamer Subs is shady. And I'm like, yeah, so I'm kind of have my own concerns about Gamer Subs. Like, I feel like they might not be the most ethical product.
I mean, to be honest, like most sponsors are considered pretty shady at this point.
Yeah, it's just
Almost
Gamer
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, Raid Shadow Legends is just one of those obviously shitty ones. But Gamer Subs is a little more low key. From what I understand, the ingredients like that they have listed are not like 100% accurate, or they just there's something about that I was reading about. And I was like, oh yeah, that is a little shady. One of the better energy drink brands that I would recommend getting sponsored from is called Sneak Energy. They're a company from the UK, and their whole thing is transparency. But they have a very, very strict like kind of set of guidelines if you want to work with them.
Yeah, probably. Actually, real quick, if we're gonna do the sponsor tangent, as far as shady sponsors, I don't know if you guys heard about like the Brony Mate people from back in the day.
Oh,
I don't know if
God.
they're still active.
To my knowledge, they're not active anymore.
Oh my God.
They got
I
outed
signed up.
super hard.
I've signed up for that because I was feeling lonely, and I still have yet to like seriously date anybody. And-
I was in that boat too, like years ago.
Yeah,
Many years
it's
ago.
Women who check
it's really
holding
predatory.
voice. They
Oh,
are
it's-
still slightly active.
Oh no!
Okay.
They
I can't.
still have social media that they regularly post.
Oh boy! Are gifts allowed here? Okay, yeah.
They actually reached out to me like way back in the day, and because they were a Brony company, I charged them like nothing for the advertisement because I was like, hey, this is really cool. I can promote like a Brony product from like a Brony company and stuff, and that sounded really cool. And me and a group of friends were like browsing the site because obviously I don't want to take like a bad deal, so I want to know who I'm doing it with. And we noticed almost every single person on the site that was a girl was fake. Like it was all bot
Oh.
accounts, like literally every single one. And
my
what they'll
God.
do is they'll have you sign up, and I think this is a growing trend. I think this is just standard, but Bronies might have pioneered this with
Can I
Bronies,
interrupt?
possibly. Is they'll have the bot accounts message you, and if you're an account on there, you'll get the email that, hey, so and so messaged you. Here's their profile, and it's generic hot cosplayer, 42. And it's like, if you want to read her message about wanting to date you, pay $29.99 a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to leave. That's what make it's. Please pay us money to chat to our fake women.
Yeah, it's just,
Most
Fake
of the most
I'm
of
heartbroken
the
now.
sites that do that as well, if you do end up paying for it, they will immediately stop talking to you and you will get no messages.
Listen, I've never been on any of that. Never been on Brony Mate or anything. I met my partner through Gary's mod.
Like I said, I met my boyfriend through Ponies Online in 2020. So
Oh yeah, I remember he was there. Yeah, he was doing
That's
like
so funny.
a metal panel or something. Yeah.
When I met my
No, wait,
girlfriend,
that was
when-
Ponyfest. That
Oh,
was Ponyfest. My bad.
Oh yeah. When I met my girlfriend, it was back when me, her, and a bunch of other people were all green horses with blue manes. Almost, it's like up to or variations, varying shades or hues of that. It was like up to probably 20 separate people who came up with that independently. That is insane. Every now and then, I'll still get mistaken for someone else. Probably
what
only
that
one time was I
reminds
ever hounded over it. But pardon?
The fucking what is it? The meme where like the guy is like there's like 5 different people in like the what is it? The police station, and they have to play like Backstreet Boys to like figure out who it is. Like that's what that like I just pictured that in my head.
Well, if you want, you picture the Spider-Man pointing meme instead, because that's what
I love
that's
that.
what one of us actually drew to show that. But yeah, no. Then afterwards, then we had a meme group for a bit. That kind of died down though; it's not active anymore. But it was Green Ponies MLP on Twitter. But after that, my girlfriend kind of came out to me in private, and then later on publicly, and then afterwards started dating like slowly, because like it was. At that point, it was like 2 years after a pretty vicious breakup I had before, which I might get into. But we slowly kind of got into it, and I realized, I can date again without being toxic about it. Which
Based.
and that's good. And then we just kind of
clicked.
it? It was like what 3? I think it's been 3 years.
nice.
Heck yeah.
yeah, me and my boyfriend have been together for the last I think like 4.5 years now.
Nice.
Damn, a lot of long-term relationships.
Don't look at me, I'm single.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This will be
I'm-
what month is it?
I'm
August.
single, and I just recently had like a string of bad dating experiences. Every single dating experience I've ever had has just been extremely bad. I don't think I've had a positive dating experience before.
It actually just turned 5 months between me and my partner, so
Nice.
yippee.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all of you.
Yeah. The bad dating experiences are. It's pretty shit. Luckily, you don't have to deal with that anymore. Just pay $29.99 per month
To talk to a fake woman.
bronies in your area.
Oh my
Real
god.
bronies.
ChatGPT,
Real fake bronies. We got real fake bronies.
Oh, wait.
I wonder if they actually talk back to you now. If they just set it up with ChatGPT to just like auto
Oh
respond.
my god.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
that
God.
would
Fake
even
Pegasisters
worse.
in your area.
For like,
Yeah.
you
They
could
re-
get gaslit for months on that site, never knowing you're talking to like an
Talking to a
AI.
brony AI
And every
chat
time they're
bot.
like, "Hey, let's meet
they
up,"
really-
they're like making an excuse.
Yeah, they're real. They really talk back, and I don't mean like as in respond. They just talk back to you. They're rude as fuck. What are you just messaging about Yeah, they just
They just installed all your pictures.
You're just
like,
trying to flirt with
you're
them,
really
and then they're
wearing
just
that?
like, "Fuck you,
They just
dude."
they just degrade you and call you pathetic, and for some reason, some people are into that.
Yeah, some
Oh,
people
God.
will pay that $29.99.
Oh,
actually.
God.
Also,
Please.
That should be
That
their
$30
motto.
is gonna be worth it, man.
also, let me just say that like it seems like a lot, and I mean a lot of dating apps, especially Tinder, their business isn't to actually find you a bride. Unfortunately, they're more focused on keeping you single by giving you people that seem to match at first, but ultimately won't. Because the thing is you won't be using their service anymore if you don't have like, you know.
I think if you're going to Tinder for marriage, I think you're using
No.
the app wrong.
No, I'm just saying that like dating apps have this like insidious business model of keeping you single and lonely because it means you use their app more.
Yeah. To a degree. Tinder is actually
I've
I've had Tinder's pretty fun. Not gonna lie. When I first got on Tinder though, I got shocked. I got a little bit humbled. Everyone has amazing pictures of them on incredible yachts next to supercars, etc. These professional photographs, and I just have like normal like cell phone bathroom mirror selfies and shit. And I literally started planning trips to different places to take pictures for my Tinder. I felt that humbled by their game.
Yeah. If it's any consolation, if I was on Tinder and I had to pick, if I was single on Tinder and I had to pick between them and you, I'd probably pick you more
Oh, thank
because
you.
you'd seem more like a real person and less like a fake
Same.
posing piece of crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like
If I wasn't dating anyone and I went on Tinder and found you, I would have chosen you like on the spot.
Thank you guys. I enjoyed the validation. Makes me feel good. Don't go on my Tinder now because it's all superficial, okay? Because I'm standing next to Lamborghini Huracans and shit.
okay, yeah, no. Okay,
I remember trying this.
Right, no, you're not it. That's it.
I remember
I'm not
trying-
anymore.
I remember trying this one
Goodbye.
furry. I remember trying this one furry dating app named Bark, and while it didn't get me a date, it did get me a friend. So that's cool. So I got
There
an
you go.
IRL friend named Tom now.
Nice.
He really likes deer. Like he doesn't have a persona yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a deer when he finally makes one.
That was a little weird the way you phrased it from going from the furry dating site to just saying he really likes steers. I don't. But
On that
I mean,
note,
his-
I think we are going to call it for the night.
Oh no!
Well, I think,
going for a
we have
while.
time for like one more question because we only are at like an
Yeah.
hour and 50 minutes. We have like 10
No.
minutes. If
Yeah.
you want to do another
And
Let's do 5 more hours. 5 more
No.
hours.
Nah,
forever.
We don't have 5 more hours. We're going to be deleted after the stream.
yeah.
Mhm.
Wait,
Just
why are we
streamless.
gonna? Oh no,
Live on.
we're getting purged from the multiverse.
Yeah,
No.
no, it's Twitch's newest feature. That's just called "fuck you."
Yeah,
It's an
Literally,
auto opt-in.
Twitch is just fuck you.
It's just-
It costs like $39.99 for a month.
Yeah, to bypass it.
Mm-hmm.
No, to get it.
Alright, okay, so let's let Nameless wrap this up.
Anyways, for those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description for all of these wonderful people. There's also links in the description on how to support the channel. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. Big thank you to my priest tier Patreons, Cameo Shadowness, Ice Crystal, and Scarmix. Other than that, we will see you guys tomorrow for Last Memory Second Chances, and then Sunday for Heart of Darkness. On that, everybody have a great evening, and don't forget to drink water.
Bye-bye.
no, I was actually starting to like really enjoy it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.